Oh, did you see the Hershey's is gonna be going back to their original recipes for their candy?
That's what they say.
Because the grandson who created the Reese's like came out in public and like shamed them.
Yeah,
I saw,
and then Reese's was like, we haven't changed that one. We've changed all our others, but we haven't changed that one.
yeah. I mean, hey, I'm here for it. I was telling Steven, it's atrocious how like our chocolate is so much worse than like European chocolate. Like it's for as fat of a nation as we are, we should have better standards for
Agreed.
I mean, I'll say, regular UK food, no, but like their chocolate, amazing. You know, they're not even the best ones. You know, I think the some of the best chocolate I ever had came from Germany. They make some good chocolate. I probably had Swiss chocolate, but I can't really like I can't remember. You know, I remember Germany because my mom had a friend who moved to Germany because her husband was in the military, and they would send us like care packages, and there would be like chocolates and stuff like that in there.
Sure.
It's like, oh my god, this is what chocolate's supposed to taste like.
My mom did this thing where she got like, it's one of those like, yeah, we'll send you a box a month thing. It's different snacks from all over the world. And like when I was over there over the weekend, they're like, here's Brazil. Eh, like, oh, this one right here, this tastes like a $1 thing you get at the gas station.
Oh man, there's a TikToker who he he does a lot of like cooking like scenario or like restaurant slash cooking scenarios, kind of like Bistro Huddy, but
Mm-hmm.
he did I think I found out because the video he I think he lives in Italy, and he did one of those things, but it was for like American snacks, and he was like, okay, being from America, these are the thing, and he like to put on the
Oh,
screen
you know what?
like
I've seen that.
and like
Oh
it was
no, wait,
atrocious, the stuff that
no,
was
I
in
haven't.
there.
No, it's this big black guy who has been like, I'm eating candy from before I was born. All being the old people candy is what he's like. Here's a Tootsie Roll. I haven't had a Tootsie Roll since I was 3 years old, and it was one of those big ones too, not like one of the little ones,
uh,
which I think are worse than the little ones.
this isn't his page. It's because everyone posts, but
Post other people's shit, yeah.
yeah.
Oh, I have. Wait, yes, I have seen this guy.
Yeah, he's pretty big. I feel like I see him quite often doing, kind of bistro hutty stuff. But yeah, he like
I
opened
did see
it, and
these.
like
I did see these.
there was some stuff that was like moldy. There was other stuff where he looked and it said like from and not the US. It was like from some other country even, but
Yeah.
it's supposed to be like US like I was just like, "What?" He was very upset. He was very disappointed. Yeah, I just skipped to it. It's some like some cookie or some cookie cake thing, whatever, and he's reading it. He's like produced for some company in the Netherlands. Like he's like, I've never heard of this. I've been out of the US for 3 years, so maybe, and I'm but I'm like, no, you can tell by the packaging that's not a US thing. Yeah, it was pretty bad. Like man, I imagined like doing one of those importing, one of those like boxes to import stuff, like that from other country type stuff. It's got to be so much more expensive now, right? Because of all the tariffs and stuff.
I don't know. I have to ask my mom because, like I said, she's literally doing it right now.
I've always thought about doing like like I've always wanted to try the like Japan stuff, because you know they have so many interesting snacks, like
Hey, didn't we do that? Like we both did it, and we tried them on the podcast.
yeah, but I mean like that was once. I'd want to do it like a few more times, and I've seen so many other new stuff. That was probably
Yeah.
what 10 years ago. Like
Yeah. Yeah, back
they've
when
had
that whole
probably
whole
20 different new
idea was
Pocky
still
flavors since then.
probably true.
That's probably that might be a low ball too. No. Man, and especially after watching that one anime where it was about like the snacks and the like snack candy store. Uh,
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Um, where the
something
girl was getting
Kayashi
like,
or
yes,
I think it starts with the D. Uh, Dagashikashi or something like that. I don't know how to say that, but yeah, I think that
yes,
was it, right? Yeah,
yes, it
yeah,
was.
yeah. I watched that and I was jealous of all the candies. Like,
Yeah, but
and the
we put
fact of like,
a lot more sugar in ours, so ours tastes a lot sweeter.
but they have so much candy that's like way cheaper.
Also true.
Like way cheaper. Like you could get so much, you could get stuff for under like $1. You can't get anything for $1 nowadays. I mean, Dollar Tree is now basically just another Dollar General. I don't even know if there is a true dollar store anymore. I was wanting to get some get a thing of Reese's cups, the other day, and I looked and I'm like, Jesus, when did they get to like $3 for like a pack of Reese's cups? Like I remember when like these were like $1, like
Yeah.
$1 for like the king size, you know.
I'm ready to start.
I'm good to go. I have some interesting stuff to talk about.
All right. Pushing the button in a 3, a 2, and a 1.
Welcome to the Geeks for the Win podcast, the podcast where we talk about our weeks as geeks. I'm your host, William, and I'm just my co-host, Stuart.
Known across the internet as Casual Terror.
It's been a while.
I meant to look up when the last time we did an episode was, because it's
We've had a lot of stuff happen, like
yeah,
weather, family stuff, other, things, work, yeah, a lot of random stuff. But we're finally back. What have you been up to, Stuart?
Well, of course, reading a lot. I got a number of books to talk about. I'll start off with a book series called Magic Eater. It is by the same author who does Welcome to the Multiverse. And in fact,
I've seen
it's
this. Yeah.
it's in the same multiverse as Welcome to the Multiverse. Because in the last book, minor spoiler, of Welcome to the Multiverse, the main character comes across somebody who is from the phase system instead of because they've in the series they've there's the I forget what they call their system, the heavenly system. No, that's not right. I forget what the name of their system is, but there's the dragon system. There's I'm forgetting there's multiple systems that are in play, and he meets a character from the phase system. Well, Magic Eater takes place fully in the phase system.
The David Resch system. Oh wait, no, that's different.
That's different. That's different. But same idea.
Yeah.
And the whole thing is the main character Tad. He, for whatever reason, he was basically found washed up on a beach. Presumably shipwrecked. And he has no like his magic stat is 0, which is unheard of. But he can smell magic, which is it's a rare skill. Like they call them like sniffers or something, but like um and he works in like a general store or whatever, and comes across a couple adventurers, and they find out about his ability, and so they do whatever adventurers do, and they kidnap him and drag him to a dungeon. Because not only can he smell when there's magic nearby, but he can like identify like what type of magic it is. So they basically use him. And then things happen and he gets away, and finds out, oh, he's not even human. He's something else. Since he's part of the phase system, I'll let you guess what he is. But it's really enjoyable. I've read the first 3. There are 5. Yes, 5 out. No, only 4 out right now. And the 4th book like recently came out. It's not as I didn't really enjoy it as much as I did Welcome to the Multiverse, but I did enjoy it a lot. There's some good characters in it. Namely, there is he comes across a seed from Yggdrasil, and it grows into it becomes a person, but basically, and it reminds me a lot of the sidekicks that you use in the D&D in our D&D campaign. I was like,
really?
oh, so he's got a wooden sidekick too, huh? That's funny. But I and like I said, this takes place in the same multiverse as Welcome to the Multiverse, and I've looked it up, and there's a couple others. One series he has is directly some characters that that become part of Welcome to the Multiverse. Like I said, they come from another system. Well, there's a whole series about them.
Oh, interesting.
And you probably aren't quite there in the series, I think, to have met them.
Probably not. I am on book 6.
Yeah, they show up. I'm trying to think. They might show up in book 6 or book 7.
There's been a lot of new people and
Yeah,
invaders slash whatever in book 6
yeah.
so far. A lot of delegation. I
Yeah.
guess.
A bunch of new people are introduced in book 6 on. Like it's like there's the pre-induction part of the series, and then there's post-induction. Those are 2 completely different books or different book series because it changes so much.
Yeah, I think where I left off, they're in Australia fighting stuff,
Oh,
waves
the
and stuff.
things coming from the sea. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and it's like, oh man, that's like the scariest place because there's so much scary stuff in Australia to begin with, let
Right.
alone mutated things or
Let's throw in some street sharks.
right. Oh God, that reminds me. Did you see that there are I forget where, but they've tested sharks in real life, and there are like so many sharks that have I think they've tested over 75 sharks so far that are positive with cocaine and other drugs. Like,
There's a whole movie about that, right? Cocaine shark.
no, is there
Or
a cocaine shark? I know there's a cocaine bear. Oh
that
no,
could
there
be
is a
one of
cocaine shark.
Okay.
Oh, there is. Wow. But apparently that's true though. Like, cocaine sharks are real. Sharks in Bahamas are swimming in cocktail of human drugs. Cocaine
that
fueled sharks on the prowl in
I totally believe
Caribbean.
that.
Yeah,
I've been to the
yeah,
Bahamas. I believe it.
yeah. But yeah, apparently that's that hack that came out in the past week or so, and I'm like, this is like a B tier movie, but now it's real. Like, wow. Anyways,
Hold on. I'm
sorry.
also seeing a movie poster for Cocaine Panther.
How many of those have they? Oh my God, I've never even heard. Wow. I know Cocaine Bear because that was directed by what's her name? Um she was Rita slash the Green Ranger in the horrible Power Ranger movie. Elizabeth
Oh,
Banks.
those yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That was I think directed by her. I don't think Cocaine Shark or Cocaine Cougar. Not I'm
Yeah.
seeing.
That's
Yeah.
that's yeah, that's what I said.
Well, and are there more? I don't know. I don't think those have the same quality as Cocaine Bear did.
God, don't. And of course I just, more like this. Sharkula, Mummy Shark, Noah's Shark.
Oh, here's one for you, Stuart. People also searched for cocaine crabs from outer space.
Cocaine
What?
werewolf.
I see. Yeah. What? How are these the things? Like meth gator. Oh, that's a shakeup right there.
Abraham Lincoln
Wow.
versus zombies.
Oh, of course. When the vampire hunter came out, they probably made that, right?
Probably.
It's like the Transformers and Transmorphers type situation. Yeah, these companies trying to make crappy knockoffs to trick like older people into watching them.
Oh, here's an image of here's a movie poster. I just have to show you.
What?
Can't blood clown shark.
Ugh, wow. The fact that like pe- someone paid money to make that.
hmm
Probably not a huge amount, but more than they should have. Like,
Yeah.
but yeah, you know. As crazy as all these are, cocaine sharks are real. uh, yeah, sorry. When you were talking about sharks, I was like, "Oh crap, that triggered that triggered something." Anyways, yeah, but yeah, I'm currently listening through book 6, though. I think I'm like 30 something percent through.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to like devote more time, but there's so much stuff to watch right now. And I'm so behind on stuff, I've realized. Like, it's crazy.
Well, what have you been up to?
Um, here's something that I watched probably like a month or so ago, because it's been a while since we've recorded. Um, I've watched The Traitors.
Oh, okay. Now, I've only seen. I've not really seen much about it, but from what I can tell, from like one little snip clip, it's uh like werewolf or mafia, but with
Yes,
but on TV.
yes, with reality show stars like Real Housewives or Big Brother or Survivor winners and
Yeah,
non-winners and stuff like that. Like most of the people I have no idea who they are.
yeah. My coworker. There's two things that she lives on, and that's true crime and true crime courtrooms and courtroom dealings and reality TV. So she absolutely loves traders. Like she said, "Oh, it's this person from this show and she knows them all." Like, oh man,
I liked watching through it, and I watched through. Actually, I don't think I ever actually finished the latest season, but I think there's four. Is there four or three seasons?
I recently heard about it. I thought there was like maybe two.
4 seasons. Yeah. Yeah, I've heard about it for a while because, like, but a lot of people were like, "Oh, it's the Among Us, the TV show." Not quite, but well, sometimes. They expand as each season goes. They add new stuff and to shake it up and spice things up and whatnot. But like, boy, some of these people are so stupid. Like, it's just the brains, the lack of brain cells on some of these reality show people, and the fact that, like, I don't know, it's baffling, you know
I say the
how
same thing a lot of times scrolling on TikTok. The lack of
you
brain
know
cells is amazing.
that's true. I mean, but these are people similar to that, but they have, it's like 12 episodes. I don't know if all seasons were 12 or if just the latest one was if the maybe the I want to say the first season was like maybe 10 or
11.
something. 11. Okay. Um but it's they and boy, the thing I hated about this is, like, because they the traders or the killers, whatever, they kill at night. So during the morning, like, they all have breakfast in this room, in this room, and it's like it's some of the stuff, like, looks amazing. Like the croissants they have, and you know, like just some of the food. It made me hungry. But
Oh, hungry now. Don't talk about food.
it's a big thing. Like, oh, who's gonna, you know, who's it gonna be? And you know, they always like knock on the door before they enter, and you know, it's the like big reveal of who got killed the night before, stuff like that. That always happens in the morning since they kill at night. Um, there's there's a lot of there's been a lot of traitor on traitor, like, you know,
Do the other
conflicts.
traders know who the other traders are, or is it just
They do later in, like, I think the latest season they had a mystery traitor that where they didn't know who it was for a certain time to kind of throw a wrinkle in it, you know, whatnot. But at the start of it, it's like it's either two or three. I can't remember what the very beginning was, but there's at least two, three traders, and you know, if they get killed off, they typically let like the depending on how bad the traders are doing, you know, they'll let them like recruit somebody, but you know,
okay?
if the person who they're recruiting has a choice whether or not they want to join or not. So it's kind of also like a risk, you know. But it's and there's a lot of like the the in between all that they're doing like challenges to like earn money, like, you know, there's a cabin in the woods where there's like like it's like a escape room stuff they've done a couple times where you know, where they've had to like solve puzzles to, you know, unlock, you know, like there was one where uh it was a team of four, and the cabin was split, and they go into separate doors, and one side there's just like, I think it was like bugs or something were just like falling from the ceiling, you know, just nonstop. And the other team had to like go through the, you know, the team that had the bugs and stuff falling on them had to like give the other team clues through the wall to like find the key for them to unlock to escape the door. You know, it's random, like random reality show competition, like, you know, uh what's it called, uh
Bullshit.
competition slash, you know, challenges, trials, whatever, you
Bullshit.
know. I haven't honestly, I don't think I've ever watched Big Brother. I think I may have watched like a few episodes of Survivor, like the very first season. I've really never been into reality TV, like that type of reality TV, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But it's stuff I'd imagine would be on those type of shows, you know, like, you know, there were some where it's like, you know, you've got to, you know, you you've got to move these materials to this location, and you build this cannon or whatever to fire to hit something, or you know, you and along the way you can find, you know, there's secret like bonus stuff to find, or you know, like, it's like you said, it's bullshit. It's just random stuff, you know, random stuff to see the reality stars do, and to, you know, to either create camaraderie between, you know, between people, or to, you know, for some people to trick, or for the traders to trick the others, you know, to like gaslight, you know, and stuff. There's a lot of gaslighting too during the meetings, because they'll have like meetings where when they have to like decide who's to vote out.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes the people are just oh my god, so wrong, but so adamant, you know.
Yeah.
Was the latest season they had spoilers, I guess, for the first person they kick out. They kick out uh 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 Taylor Swift's future mother-in-law, Travis
Okay.
Kelsey's mom.
Okay.
Travis Kelsey is the football player that Taylor Swift's with.
I know. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah. And she's on there, and there was a joke. Someone was like, "Oh man, you're gonna make the Swifties mad at you if you if you get her kicked out."
I actually would agree with that.
It was funny because she was like, she was a huge fan of the show, so she was fan of the show and other reality stuff. So she was fangirling out to all the other people, you know, and stuff like that. And she was so nice and sweet, and you know, but the later seasons there are more people that I recognize because was it season 4 had Ron Funches and
Okay.
Michael Rappaport.
Okay.
I don't know if you recognize the name, but you would recognize the face.
Yeah, I
Okay,
definitely
yeah,
recognize the name. I'm not placing the
yeah,
face, and I know I will.
yeah. Those are like, oh, and uh, she's a housewife, but she was also like, if you ever watched Veronica Mars, she was Logan's mom. That's the only that's the only thing I
Don't
could. I was like,
remember.
I recognize her from something, and I looked, and that's like the only thing I could. That's the only thing on her IMDb that I was like, oh, okay, it's probably from Veronica Mars then. But but yeah, but from season 1, I knew nobody going into season 1 or 2, and of course, it's hosted by Alan Cummings. Like,
Yeah, and that's where the only clip I saw, I was just like, what is Alan Cummings wearing?
that's another that's another great like morning reveal. It's like you see who they killed and what Alan is wearing, like, because he is wearing some of the craziest stuff. Like, it is fantastic. uh
Well, looking at
uh
IMDb, there's not only the traders, but there's the traders UK, there's the celebrity traders, there's the traders Australia, traders New Zealand,
yeah, it was
traders
originally, I think,
Canada,
UK. It was
traders
originally a UK thing.
Ireland. That makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, it's blank idol, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
American Idol, Canadian Idol, you know,
Blank voice.
or The Voice. Yeah, Voice is another one that they have like one for everything. You know, it's just, since reality shows are so cheap to make,
Yeah.
um, what's funny is watching watching, and then they'll being like, oh my god, he's such a bad that dude. Oh, he's a cutthroat. Like some Survivor winner or some whatever, and I'm just like, I have no context for this. Okay, whatever. Like, and then like all the oh my god, like all the people like crying, and it's like, you've been like you've only known that person for 2 days, and they left, and you're crying about them leaving like being voted off. What? Like, like I just don't get it.
Yeah.
Like, are you really that emotional, or are you just turning up the waterworks for the camera? Do
Bingo.
people? It's like, do people like that? Like, is that like compelling
Yes.
TV? Like,
I can tell you that my coworker is enthralled by it. Like
I don't know.
she watches that stuff at work.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Like she has her phone up and she's watching that kind of stuff at work. Like, oh my god.
Oh man, when Alan Cumming comes in after they find out who died, he always has some witty thing to say, and he'll like, because they have in the breakfast room, they'll have like a wall with like photos of everyone, and he'll and they'll eventually like put a red X on them, but like at the moment he'll like take their photo and say something, like maybe poetic or whatever, and then end it with a zinger and then like toss the photo on the ground or so, something funny. And it's just Alan Cumming is the real reason why I was watching or I stuck watching that
Sure,
show.
sure. I totally
That
understand.
that and just the like the I guess the irony of like how dumb all those people are and how who's gonna win? Because these are all just stupid people. Like, and I've been shocked, like some of the results, like, and some of the oh my god, you totally lost. Like, you totally lost. Y'all could have totally won if you would have you know,
Does the
like
audience know who the traitors are?
oh yeah, yeah, because
Okay,
they'll have like meetings in like I forget what it's called. It's like there's some name for like the room that they meet. It's like it's like a high up in like a tower type thing.
sure.
I forget what the name is that they use. I guess it's some I've never heard of that. Then I've never heard of it till then, but it's probably
Yeah,
some Scottish castle name
sure.
thing.
It's the I'm totally not a traitor. Cut to interview. I'm totally the traitor. Yeah, so they can do that
Yeah.
bullshit stuff.
Yeah, but the traders know who they are, and they meet with each other, every night to decide who they're gonna kill, or whatever stuff like that, or if they're gonna, you know, and also if, like I said, when they recruit people, it's either or actually at the beginning it was you either recruit or you can kill, and then later on they let you like when you recruited someone you could kill afterwards, I guess, because like it kind of no one died that night, you knew, oh, someone got recruited, so they kind of added that later on, but um, yeah, it's entertaining, I've watched up to I've watched almost all of it. I think I'm a couple episodes left on season 4 because I was watching it while season 4 was still going. Like,
Gotcha.
and I just fell off for whatever reason. But yeah, it's entertaining. It's one of those like, you know, how like, you know, it's why people like to watch monkeys at the zoo in the cages. Like that's my feeling towards it.
Yeah.
It's just it's so entertaining how dumb some people are, but like, and it also makes me like it also reinforces my thoughts behind I could not watch the shows these people are actually on. Like, there's no way I could watch Real Housewives or even Big Brother or Survivor or um it's also RuPaul's Drag Queens or Drag
Uh-huh.
Race or
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah, there's also like someone from that every season. It's stuff like that. There's a few other stuff, but yeah, it wasn't until the later episodes where they started actually having like, people who weren't necessarily, and they do have some people from the start who aren't from, who are just like regular people, not from like, not from a reality show. They're just like regular average people you've never
Okay.
heard of type stuff. But it wasn't until like the laters that they had people like I said, like Ron Funches, for example. I'm like, hey, I know him.
Yeah.
He's been in a few things. And Michael Rapaport, it's like, oh, I've seen him and stuff. Like, he's always the same character, basically.
Yeah.
And people hated him. Oh my god, he drove people nuts. It was hilarious. But What's another thing you got?
Another book I read. Um, Matt Dinniman came out with another book recently.
Oh, real quick. It's called a turret. The trader's room in
Okay.
the tower or whatever is called a
Okay.
turret. I had never heard that before. Like,
Y-
I mean, I've heard of a turret, but not
yeah, and
that.
I think that is a term from Ye Castle days.
Yeah. I had to Google it because it was driving me nuts. Sorry for interrupting. But yeah, the Matt Dinniman, he made a new book or
Yes,
new, yeah.
Operation Bounce House, and I've read it.
Oh, you have? Okay.
It's very good. It's not as funny as Dungeon Crawler Carl, but it wasn't trying to be.
Oh, that's good.
Um, the whole uh, Earth has advanced in like they're like colonizing different planets and stuff. So the main character is one of these one of these people on a new planet, and basically it was his grandparents that came over and they were on generational ships, meaning that nobody alive has ever seen Earth. It's
Yeah.
like there's like three, like it was took like three generations to get to the planet, and then this is two generations after that. Like 70 years has passed. um and he is a farmer. um his sister is all he helps him out on the farm, but also is a not OnlyFans person.
Okay.
um and one day, while he is out looking for one of his um helper robots, um a giant mech comes down and you know with weapons and a bunch of shit, and they start blowing shit up and killing people, and turns
Oh
out
wow.
it's people from Earth, and it's a game, like it's a video game that they're playing because
Oh.
like like rich people have like bought into this new game that this gaming corporation has made.
Like, do they know they're
Oh
killing real
yeah.
people, or
Oh
do
no.
they think
No, no,
it's
yeah.
a game and it's
Nope.
okay? There's no
Nope, they
okay.
know. They know
Wow.
because, and like, in order to even survive on the planet, like they had to have um their genes kind of like their DNA has been messed with. Um and so like they're demi-humans to people on Earth. All right, I forget the word they use, but it's kind of like that. Subhuman, that kind of a thing. We're there were reports of rebels. They were going to try to take over Earth from this planet, and we're here to cull them. But we're going to make a buck out of it by making it a video game called Operation Bounce House.
Interesting.
So
Is it going to be a new series, or is it a one-off thing?
it definitely was a one-off thing. Like it
Okay.
fully ended.
Yeah, because it's rather short for compared to
Yeah,
some of these books.
it's
It's
definitely
only 10
shorter than
hours.
this. Yeah, it's definitely shorter than Dungeon Crawler Carl. Um, but like it definitely it makes fun of like Twitch streaming culture, um, gaming culture
Huh?
in general. It makes fun of. internet culture, just pure internet, being online kind of a thing. And the audiobook is not only narrated by oh shit.
I just exited out of the page. I would have
by
been
by
able to
by, by,
help
by
you.
Travis Baltree,
Okay.
but
I was like,
also Jeff Hayes jumps in every now and then.
okay, that's good. I like whenever he's at least in it sometimes, you know?
Yeah, like reading the synopsis, it talks about you know, the people on New Sonora having an AI that they weren't supposed to have. I thought Jeff was going to voice the AI. He does not.
Uh,
He does not.
that's too obvious.
Well, it was like I guess, but also like the AI character itself was a kind of a tame character. You know, it wasn't the AI from Dungeon Crawler Carl type crazy. It was a very tame person or being. I definitely recommend it. It is good. Not only for Dungeon Crawler Carl fans because of Matt Denman, but it's a really good book.
Yeah, I've had it on my list, or of course. But I've got so many. I've got so many other books I need to. I've taken a I took kind of a little break unintentionally from re from listening to audiobooks and also reading comics, which I've realized, man, I need to get back into that because there was a point where I was reading comics, for a good, I was consistent. Each week I'd have whatever, the next volume of this or that, or whatever was out that I was currently reading. I was, and then suddenly I just stopped for whatever reason, and I think I know why, but yeah. Anyways, yeah, okay, yeah. I may, no. I really want to listen to the new Dual Class. That might be the next thing I listen to.
I'm halfway through it right now.
Oh, you
That's what I'm
are?
currently listening to.
Oh, is it good?
It is good.
Yeah.
I will
Yeah.
say this: it jumps around to a lot more perspectives than the previous books have.
Oh, really? Interesting.
Yeah, like
That
even
one is
characters
interesting.
we've never been introduced to before, just random people.
Oh, that's interesting. Oh, 27 hours. Wow, that's long. That's a good length. Um, yeah, I've got it ready to listen to, but unfortunately, it was just oh, I started something the moment I realized it was out, just like
Mm-hmm.
you.
Yeah, it was that day. I'm like, I just started a new book.
Yeah.
Damn it!
I was like, I know how you feel. Same. But yeah, I'm planning on getting back into that stuff along with some other stuff like anime. I haven't really watched anime in a while. Um, but I have some to talk about.
Cool.
Like Hell Mode. The hardcore gamer dominates in another world with garbage balancing.
Okay. I have so not been keeping up with current anime.
I haven't
I
either.
I don't know what's airing right now. Like I really have.
Um, there's a couple things I'm really excited that's gonna uh come out in a few days. Sentence of a Bookworm and Welcome to Demon School, You're a Macoon. Those are two things about to come back soon. So happy about that. I forgot season 2 of Freerin had been airing.
I totally forgot that as well.
Yeah, there's a like I don't know if it's still going or it's probably still going because but there's a lot of episodes out apparently.
At least 10.
Yeah. But hell mode is um it, it's a isekai. Um the character is a gamer in our world and he's like oh man, after 3 years and there's no more content left on this game, what a rip like I'm like he's like there should at least be 10 years of for a true game or whatever. I'm like, yeah,
You work for the gaming
that's
industry, don't you?
I mean, even games that last 10 years don't really have some don't have much content. Like Destiny. Destiny. But then he somehow gets like an invite to some whatever game and he chooses like hell mode and all of a sudden he's like reincarnated and he's like in a baby's body and um he's in a he his family is like poor, like they're like poorer than the common class or whatever. They're in like a village or whatever, and it's one of those where like when you reach a certain age, you like touch a crystal and it tells you like what your class is or what your skill or what I forget what exactly the exact term they use for this, but it's like class
Yeah.
skill or whatever, like oh this person he's gonna be a blacksmith or he's gonna be a axe wielder or
Axeman.
you know the he has uh, friend a girl who like plays with him and they always like sword fight with like wooden swords and she becomes like some she has some crazy like legendary like once in a 100 years type crazy like sword wielder class like sword master or some crazy terminology type thing. He also when he was setting it up the game up before he got isekai'd, he chose summoner. And so he later develops like being able to do summon creatures. Like I think the first thing he summons is like a grasshopper, and then later
Okay.
he'll summon like other things, and he's able to combine he makes these cards and then he uses the cards to summon and then he can combine stuff and goes up to like later he'll like have like wolves or stuff like that and whatnot. But when he goes to the crystal he has like and when they touch the crystal there's like a thing there's like a projection or type thing that lists like stats and stuff. It's in Japanese, unfortunately, so I should have Google Translate, but I really wasn't thinking at the time. But the only thing in English is like the A or S or B or C, the
Right.
rating.
If you turn on closed captions, those will sometimes translate.
Sometimes, yeah. But his are all like E and stuff like that, because he finds out it's because he is like, I think it's like hell mode is like 100 times harder than, so he's having to do his experience is 100 times harder than everyone else's. So like the XP and stuff he's earning is like 100th of a of what everyone else is. So you know his level E is like not everyone else's level E type thing.
Hmm.
He isn't like super OP. It's not there are moments where he does, he's able to there's a like this giant bird creature that ends up attacking him, and he's able to he actually has some struggle. He later is able to take them down easily, but that first time he fights it, he definitely struggles, and has has a hard time, with it. But I find myself really not liking. I tried watching some other animes, but it was the main characters were like super OP from the beginning, and I'm kind of like finding myself not liking that as much. Like it's kind of getting a little tiring,
Okay.
having like because there's like there's never with these animes the main character never has a challenge. I want to see some kind of challenge, some kind of
Sure.
adversity, struggle type
Sure.
thing,
I get that.
especially when some of these are just like carbon copies of others, basically, you
Right.
know.
Right.
Yeah, if they were had different personality, if they were like, different takes on it or something like that, I like those, but like when they're like completely the same, like copy and paste of this other anime types, that's where I'm like, but um but yeah, he's this is going on currently. I think it's on what's the last episode? I 5. Watch the first 5 because it's currently airing now, and it's on High Dive.
Okay. I looked up on Crunchyroll. I wasn't there.
Yeah, which I don't know. I'm just like, High Dive, get your shit together. Like
Yeah, it's not
your
great.
UI is it's so bad. Like I click on next episode during the credits or the ending credits, and it's like it. I'm like, did it register? Did it like 5 seconds later, and then it does, and I'm like, oh okay. Like it's pretty bad. Um, but it's pretty fun. His family is loving, and are good people, and there's some they're like I say, he isn't like just OP to where he can solve everything, like power wise. He does like manipulate situations and stuff like that. Like when he first killed the first flying creature, there's like a tax that like the lord of the land or whatever, or the baron, or I forget what the actual title of the person is, but that they take, and he's a he was able to like manipulate it to where they were like, oh yeah, sure, so can we just give you the wings and magic crystal and take the meat, and so we could do this for future ones, right? And then like the person the he goes with like his the friend of his dad and the dad of the girl he spars with or plays with the wooden swords.
Uh huh.
He goes with him to like negotiate, and they're like, they have a plan, and the dad's like, or the one dad's like, I mean, it's not like he's going to, you know, it's not like he's gonna take more of these down, type of thing. And they like trick the Lord into, letting them, basically just take all the meat and just having to just give like the wings and the magic crystal that's in them type thing. There are some of those things where it's like he's kind of overpowered in the way he's like you know, he's like a 30-year-old or 35. I think he died when he was 35. I want to say something
Poor
like that.
poor
But
guy was still young.
yeah, it's he's overpowered in the fact that he's like a 30 to 40-year-old in a child's body, and everyone you know has no way to know he's actually has all this wisdom and
Right, because
intelligence
for
and
some fucking
experience
reason, they never say. Like, oh, I should keep this a
that they're
secret.
from another world.
Fucking
Yeah.
why?
I wonder where that came from. That has to be like a like I wonder if there was a early anime that we just missed where it's like there was a penalty, because there are some where you can't say, like was it ReZero? I think he can't tell them, right?
I think, yeah, that one. I think there is definitely punishment
That
there.
one there's a punishment and penalty. Yeah, if he tries to say that he has rewind powers and all this, yeah, stuff like that.
Uh,
I'm sure.
Saga of Tiny Evil. There's also one. There's a punishment there,
Yeah, which
but
that's coming back this year.
we'll fucking see.
But yeah, he's not he's not like super overpowered in like abilities, but it's more of the like he's got 40 years of experience and stuff, in a a 5, 6, 7-year-old's body type thing.
Yeah,
So I'm enjoying it so far. It's a good one. Um, it looks good. Um, yeah, I've just realized I realized I didn't watch like anything from the last season of anime, and now there's a new season starting. I need to catch up on stuff.
I don't think
Like,
I watched the last couple seasons of anime. Like, I can't.
I think I watched some from the one before last, but definitely I didn't watch anything from, because I was just like waiting for more episodes of stuff to pile up.
Yeah, fall
And I
is the
just
last
forgot.
time I watched something.
Yeah, yeah. So I didn't watch. We're in spring now, so yeah, winter. Didn't watch anything, and some good stuff. I at least that I've seen that's coming out, that's starting in the next week or that has already started. But yeah, Hell Mode is one that's like like I said, it's on like season 5 of dubbed. Um, yeah, but what's something else you got?
Another book series I got. Speaking of hell and being a summoner and using cards to summon, uh, Nightmare Realm Summoner. Um, this one I'm really enjoying. Um, basically, uh, the system warned people like a week ahead of time that it was coming, and Alex is in college, and he's it's when the system is about to be initiated. He's in his dorm room with his roommate. Why they're still in school, I have no fucking clue. It's like everybody just kind of went about their normal day after the system announced itself. I figured there'd be more panic, but apparently there wasn't. Anyway, um, the system makes itself known, and like pillars of light start shooting down from the sky. Black obelisks start shooting out from the ground. Basically, the world starts ripping itself apart. Um, and he's like in like his sixth floor dorm room. Smart. Um, So him and his roommate start booking it, and for some reason, his roommate pushes him into an obelisk, and that sends him to the Mirror Lands. And it was not an accidental push either. It was a deliberate push. Like they were cool just a minute ago, and all of a sudden, push. Nope. I still no clue why. So now he's in the Mirror Lands. The system wasn't done initializing, so he didn't get a chance to choose a class. That causes an error in the system, and just a bunch of errors happens, and the system just goes, fuck it, you're a Mirror Lander now instead of an Earthling. And so now you get to choose from the classes that Mirror Landers get to choose from. And he chooses Evoker, which is basically a summoner that uses cards, or they're mirrors, but they're but they're cards. They go into like a card box, I think. And he can basically capture monsters in them. While he's in this, and the Mirror Lands are kind of like, that's hard mode basically. While he's there, he does meet another person. They're not human, but they're not from the Mirror Lands either. They're in fact a Dampier, a Daywalker, whose world was brought into the system about a week prior, so she's just as new. And I thought that the first book was going to take place entirely in the Mirrorlands. It doesn't. That's basically the first third of the book, because they do manage to get back to Earth. And of course, the world has now changed. You know, nothing's where it's supposed to be. Cities got jumbled together in a hodgepodge kind of a way. And right now he can only teleport himself between the Mirrorlands and Earth. Eventually, he's going to be able to go to other places and take his Dampier friend home. But right now he can't. But can still go back to the Mirrorlands to grind and level up if whenever they want. Which is not something people are supposed to be able to do. And let's see what else. Shit, there's something I was just about to mention. Oh, yeah, the system rewards people for challenges. Basically, it rewards, like, if you have like the more challenging a fight, the more you get rewarded.
Okay.
So it's all about struggle. So he like leveling up is not just a process that just happens. You have to actually do something to level up. You have to meditate and do mind palace shit and all that. So he intentionally doesn't do that for some time, and to make fights harder, so he can get more rewards. And in fact, it then finds out that that's actually, the people who have been, ancient families, powerful families. That's kind of the thing that they teach their people to do. Don't level up right away. He kind of stumbles across a lot of stuff that powerful families know and don't tell new people. But it's quite good. The first two books end on fucking cliffhangers.
Oh,
So it was the first book that I started reading when you told me about dual class, and then I finished the first book. I'm like, okay, I can't stop there. That and it's not like oh my god, I got to read it now, but it's enough of a cliffhanger to go. I can't stop there. I've got to at least know what that was that just happened. So instead of jumping directly into dual class, I read the second book. And it ended in a like, okay, boss fight. Boss fight ends. He passes out.
oh, yeah, that's a
What?
big cliffhanger.
What? It's like, okay. And the day that I finished the second book, the third book came out.
That's funny.
And
Yeah,
I
but you're
thought the
telling me.
audiobook came out the same day because the first two did. Like the audiobook came out day and day with like the Kindle version. This one did not. For whatever reason. So I thought the audiobook was out, but it is not. Only the physical book is out. So I don't know what's up with the audiobook on this one. So I was like, okay, I guess I can't continue. Dual class it is. So very quickly, I'm about halfway through dual class 3. Tutorial finally ended at the end of the last book.
Yeah,
And
yeah, okay.
so now they're back on Earth, and people are
Did they
terrible.
set? Did they set up a meeting place for when they went to when they went back, or am I
Yes.
misremembering that?
He got a quest to start a town, and he said, "Okay, I'm going to start a system sanctioned town, and I'm going to name it the name of my guild. That way, my friends from my guild will also find it, and that's where, so you guys know once it's established, head there."
Okay.
And like I said before, it's jumping around to different perspectives. Some of them are those people from his tutorial, and it's brief stuff, not like full chapters.
Okay, I was about to ask, is it done well, or does it feel like it's like disrupting the flow of the book, switching around?
It's usually done like at the start of a new chapter. Whenever it does happen, and it's
Okay.
like a couple paragraphs. It's like, oh, here's this person waking up from the tutorial and now getting notification that the town has been made. okay, time to head off. That's kind of hit.
Ah, okay.
But also, there's been also in interstitials from other people that we've never met, but who I assume is going to become a, a major player or have some kind of significance at some point. Um, and of course, Earth has been fused with other planets, and not and other races other than human are on the planet. So
Yeah, that'll be it. That I think they mentioned that was happening in book 2, right?
yes, yes,
Yeah,
that
that's the interesting part because it's like, okay, yeah, the I'm in this state, but who knows? You know, it's a state over from you, but who knows what's going to be in between those two states, or
yes,
now that the stuff has merged, or stuff like that.
yeah,
Like,
yep, that's exactly it.
there's yeah, that's the interesting thing that I'm looking forward to seeing how that stuff is handled. And
At the end of book two, you get an interstitial from dude's family, and like their what their tutorial was briefly like. That's going to be interesting. What's when they meet up, because if you remember what his brother was like,
I'm trying to remember, but
dude
it's been
started
a
a
while.
cult. Dude started a cult
Oh, yeah,
that was
okay.
all about purity and the purity of humans.
Oh, gross. Yeah.
And if you remember, Drake's not human anymore.
Yeah, that's gonna be interesting for sure.
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah, it is there any recap?
Um, the Kindle might. The
Oh,
Kindle version
but
might
not in
have a
the
recap.
audiobook. Okay.
Yeah, not in the audiobook.
Man, I like when there's recaps. Like,
Yeah, they're
especially
they can definitely be useful.
was it Welcome to the Multiverse? When they do like a recap of each book,
Uh-huh.
each previous book, so it's not just like a all in one. It breaks down. This is what happened in book 1. Now this is what happened in book 2. Like, they go above and beyond with their recap, which I'm here for.
Yeah.
Because yeah, especially if you're like us and you're jumping around from book to book, and a year later, the next the next book comes out, you're like, uh,
Yeah.
I remember some things, but like I didn't remember the brother cult thing. Like,
That was one of the few things from book 2 that I did remember.
yeah, but there was a lot. There's a lot that I do remember because it wasn't that long ago. Probably, I don't know. Actually, maybe it was actually quite a bit ago.
I
Just,
can
I
tell you
guess, I don't know.
when I last read it. Oops, wrong list.
I want to say like maybe 5-6 months ago for me.
Dual Class 2, the end of September.
Oh yeah, me. I would have been right after you.
Yeah,
So yeah,
you've been right
about five,
right
six
around
months
that
ago.
time. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, go me. I guessed correctly. Oh, um, I'm excited. I'm excited to check into that one again. Um, and we got what a month and a half until Dungeon Crawler Carl, and God, what's the other one that comes out the same day? I forgot. I already forgot. It's another series we listened to, I think. Um,
It's not System Universe.
no.
I don't remember. It's not an industrial strength magic, is it?
I don't know. Uh, that Past Life Hero.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I remember I mentioned to you same day as Parade of Horribles, so I searched our chat for parade. I typed parade and it popped me to that message.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I
Past
knew
Life
it was
Hero.
one that we had listened to. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we're both gonna listen to Dungeon Crawler Carl first, but it's good that there's something else afterwards. Like
Yes.
that's one I like too. You know, I liked quite a bit. Uh, yeah, but Nightmare Realm Summoner. That's the
Yes.
okay. Yeah, I will add that to my list to listen to in the future. I got another anime. Um, this one's on Crunchyroll.
Okay.
An Adventurer's Daily Grind at age 29.
Awesome.
This one is about the main character. He's 29, but he was born and raised basically like in the slums, and there's like it kind of starts out with him talking about like how like he just has to keep going forward, and he would get hungry but he would just keep moving, and type of like that was his whole mindset, was to like don't give up and keep going, and type thing. And then it cut, it shows him as a kid, rags, looks like he's had some hard times, and he would go hungry, stuff like that. And then it goes to like shows him now, and where he's doing okay for himself. He's not like this major like successful like the hero who slayed the demon king or anything crazy like that. He's just you know he seems to be an average adventurer, you know um and while he's doing going through, I think it's like a dungeon, or he runs into, he sees this little girl who is basically what he was, where she's like on her own, and she's hungry, and you know was abandoned, and he he tries to like go to like the local like church slash orphanage type thing, and see like hey, if I provide meat, if I provide meat every month or something, like, can you and then they're like, unfortunately we can't, because while food is a big thing, there's a lot more to raising a kid. And also the fact that she's not from the village, and I guess that's a big deal for them, is like, if you're an outsider type thing. Um so basically he ends up like letting her join him, and he's like kind of a big brother slash pseudo father thing. And um it turns out she is a succubus, and during nighttime her her body transmorphs into full grown, like,
Nope. Nope.
it,
Nope.
it doesn't go the way you think it does, at
What
least as far
it
as
wants to make you think about it, though.
she she it's later revealed that, like, she's a different type of succubus who like connects people in dreams and stuff like that, because there's this character who's like blind, who like or she's not blind, she can see, but she has like a petrifying power, so she can't actually, they use her to like destroy dungeons when they're like about to be, when they're all dried up or done or whatever. And so she can't ever actually like look at stuff, look at people or normal stuff, because she'll like petrify them. And it's later revealed that, like, the little girl, Riri, I think that's how you say it. I don't know, but she like basically connects him, and the other the woman who's got the petrification eyes, and it ends up being like kind of that, So far, there's like no like real there hasn't the only sexual stuff has been like with another, like, because it turns out he like grew up like as a kid having with another succubus. And he's like the only one who doesn't like fawn over her type of stuff. And it's funny because she has like, when she's introduced, she has a like companion, kind of like basically like a slave. And and she uses him as like a chair. And when the little kid's like, "What are you doing?" and he's like, "I'm a chair," and she's like, "Chairs do not speak." Like, and it's kind of a dominatrix thing for that. But as far as like the little girl, it hasn't gone anything like that. Um, there's another little girl character who they call a dwarf girl, but she looks like an elf. I'm very confused. Um, if you, I don't know if you're looking at it on Crunchyroll, but it's in the like thumbnail for like episode 3. You can see the
Okay. Yeah.
the
Pointy
the
ears.
dwarf girl. Yeah, they call her a dwarf though. Like, it looks like an elf to me, but whatever. Um, but yeah, it's so far I mean, it might switch up, but so far it's kind of, he's kind of giving off kind of like fatherly slash older brother vibes, and it hasn't really been she has a crush on him, of course, you know, or she, not necessarily crush, but like she'll get jealous whenever another girl like tries to, like
Sure.
approach. But that's just, that's the little kid, little kids sometimes have that. But so far there hasn't been any real sexual stuff with her, luckily. um like I said, I think I'm 4 episodes in, 4 or 5. So maybe it takes a turn for the worst. Hopefully not. It feels kind of wholesome, and like I said, it's not like he's not this overpowered like, you know, hero who slayed the Demon King or anything crazy like that. He's just like an average adventurer who's, you know, just found this girl who kind of reminded him of his upbringing, and he wishes someone would have helped him out type thing, so he's trying to help her out. And like I said, it feels, for the most part, it feels pretty wholesome. It's a fantasy anime, but there is kind of the little bit of slice of life elements here and there. You know, when they're introducing certain new characters, and like the dwarf girl. That's an elf. I'm sorry, but like, I wonder if that was a translation error, or if they really like. I don't know. That's just weird. But um, when the little girls are when they first fight these slimes, they it's funny because it's the same gag as Fiora when she gets in the mimic chest. Basically,
Okay.
they get stuck like that in these slimes. And there's other characters that they reuse that gag, but it's a funny gag. But yeah, I don't know. It's one that I was like, oh, it's not a like 16-year-old who gets super OP magic powers, becomes the hero. It's like 29-year-old adventurer, hard times, and he's like an average adventurer. He's not anything, you know, crazy overpowered type stuff, which, I was telling you, I'm kind of here for. I'm kind of getting tired of the like super overpowered, you know, main characters in some of these animes that are specifically the ones that are basically just like copy pastes of other ones,
Yeah.
like it just feels like, what's the point in watching this one when I could watch, when I've already seen this. I've already seen this story so many times, and there's no distinctions. But at least this one, like I said, there's some heart behind this. There's some wholesomeness, because he's like, he sees himself in the abandoned girl, and he's trying to help her out. And there's there's some, he does make some sexual jokes, but they're very tame, like, to other characters, about like how they have like, you know big boobs or stuff like that. Not, there hasn't been anything like crazy, like, you know crazy crazy fan servicey, no like tripping and falling into and grabbing stuff, or things like that. um but yeah, it's I don't know, it's weird to think that it's like at age 29. But that he's still so young.
That's
Like,
still that's still younger than us.
uh, yeah. But um anyways, what's another thing you got?
Another thing I got, um, I went to the movies.
Oh, I think I know what you saw.
I saw Project Hail Mary.
Yep.
That's a very good movie. It's
Heard
very,
nothing but
very
good
much like the
stuff.
book. Um, although walking out, my sister and I, because I went last weekend when I was home. Um, we were on the on the ride home. We were comparing scenes that were left that we liked from the book that were left out of the movie.
Oh, that's fun.
But um, and they were kind of minor stuff too. Um, she brought up though that the movie kind of didn't explain a lot of the science that the book did, because the book was very science heavy. Um,
Oh yeah, Andy Weir, he prides himself on making sure the science is right in the books
yeah,
for the
it'll
most part.
like it'll like go through the process of like the calculations that he's doing or what he's seeing, all that stuff. Where the movie just kind of shows you and doesn't explain it. Which is fine for a movie, but at the same time, like I did find the science in the book enjoyable. Um, yeah. Kind of a synopsis. The sun is slowly being eaten by a single cell organism that's flying through space, and astronomers also kind of notice that other planets are slowly starting to dim too, like all the other planets around them, or the other stars around them, except one that should be being dimming, but it's not. So they send a couple people in a rocket, put them to sleep for the journey, because it's going to be many years to go to that star and find out why it's not dimming. And since it's in the trailer, it's not much of a spoiler anymore. But when he gets there, he finds there's another species doing the exact same thing, because they also noticed the same thing. So they're also there to find out why the star is not dimming like all the others, not being eaten. But in the and during the journey, uh, um, Ryland Grace's crewmates didn't survive the coma that they were put in, so he's the only one left.
Oh, okay.
And the other race, there's only one of them left too, for a different reason. So they have to first figure out how to communicate, then figure out why. Like what's different about this star. It's very good. And my mom also went with us, and she enjoyed it, and she is not a Ryan Gosling fan, according to her. Um,
Oh, really?
she doesn't care for Ryan Gosling, but really enjoyed that movie.
Have you seen I guess the Boss Logic like poster he made or they made?
No,
It's Rocky dressed like how the Rock was with the
yeah, I'm seeing it. Yes, and Rocky is an amazing character. He was an amazing character in the book. He's an amazing character in the movie.
Yeah, I want to see it for sure. Really enjoyed The Martian. I have the book. I just haven't. I need to listen to it. Yeah.
Another book on the list.
Right. Well, I have so many. It sucks. Like, it's a good problem to have, I guess. You know.
Yeah. But at the same time, you're usually like, okay, new book. Here's my giant list. But I'm not in the mood for any of these. Let's find something else.
Right.
That has happened to me so many times. Like all of the books I've read in the past couple months that are not part of a series that I've already started have been that. I'm not in the mood for my list. I'm in the mood for something else.
Yeah, I'm looking for it. I really want to see the movie too, because you know, it seems like it's up my alley, and unlike your mom, I do like Ryan Gosling. He's done a lot of things that I like. Particularly, I like when him and Emma Stone star together,
Fair
which they
enough.
have in quite a bit of things. At least 3 movies, I think?
Honestly, I can only name one off the top of my head.
Well, there was La La Land, there
That's the
was,
one.
was it Gangster Squad? Was that the name of the movie? Gangster Squad, and then there was Crazy Stupid Love.
Crazy Stupid Love.
That's the one where, Steve Carell is he plays Emma
Oh
Stone's
yeah.
father, and
I've seen clip, but not movie.
yeah. Yeah, I saw clips and, yeah, and then I ended up watching it, and like Steve Carell gets divorced or whatever, and Ryan Gosling is this player who like is like sees Steve Carell like, you know, looking sad and depressing, and then he like decides to like help him step up his game type of thing, you know. And then later and
That's the
accidentally
movie.
meets Emma Stone. Yeah.
That's the movie with the gif of Ryan Gosling in a store, kind of looking up and down, shaking his head. Right? It's from that movie, right?
Yeah. I think so.
I have seen it, because that's literally the apart from the clip of like Steve Carell finding out he's dating his daughter, and
Yeah. Yeah.
that one scene of with the gif, are that's the only thing I remember.
Yeah, I think those 3 are the only ones. With 2 of them, but still, that's quite a bit. Like 3 movies with 2 actors being love interests is kinda, you don't see a lot, but yeah. So, definitely wanna see this. Definitely will. Um, it's whether I can make it whether I can see it in theaters or not, making that's the question. I would like to.
But yeah, uh, Project Hail Mary, very good movie. It is one of those
Um
movies where I'm like, okay, the book is only slightly better than the movie, only slightly,
Oh, that's good. I love when that's the case. Yeah.
because like nothing about the movie changes like anything about the book. Like almost everything is there. Like yeah, they make some
Well,
minor changes like to the dialogue and stuff, but that's minor.
It's a pretty lengthy movie too. I was shocked when I looked at the runtime.
It doesn't feel
It's
that
over
long.
2.5 hours. Yeah,
It doesn't feel that long.
2 hours 36 minutes. Yeah, that's good. And it's the was it the directors of the Lego movie, right? I think
I
that's
think
them. Phil
so.
Lord and Christopher Miller. I know they've done other things. Like, did they do Spider Verse? And but I don't know why Lego movie is the first thing that pops in my head. But yeah, Lego movie.
Yep, Lego Movie and Spider Verse.
Yeah, and produced by producer of Cocaine Bear. Phil Lord is. That's funny. uh, uh, what is? Anyways, um,
All right, what else you got?
next thing I got, um, I got a TV show. Um, I've been watching The Resident. It's a Fox show. I had no idea it was Fox, until like later I ended up seeing, because I don't know what I don't know for except for very rare shows. I don't know what shows are on what network, but The Resident is it's a medical drama show. Um, the um, Hear me out. Tell me if you've heard this before.
Probably,
uh,
especially with
uh,
especially with the medical drama.
a doctor, cool, carefree, rebel like, does whatever he needs to save his patients. But even if he has to bend the rules and,
Or break them.
like, or break them, or yeah.
Does he walk with a limp and a cane?
No,
Or
he's a little
intentionally makes his patients sicker so he can find out what's wrong?
not quite. He's not that quite. He's not that that sadistic. It's kind of more like well, this is another one there's another medical show you haven't watched really, probably, but was it New Haven, I think?
Okay.
Yeah. I think that's what it was called.
I see clips of these all the time on my TikTok, so I
Yeah.
definitely know the show.
New Haven was really good. I really enjoyed that quite a bit. But The Resident, it's the main character. He was one of the he was kind of he wasn't like a main character, but he was like kind of a main character, like, not he was more than a side character. He was in between a side and a main character, like a supporting character in The Good Wife.
Okay.
He was like the when she went, show where lawyers, um when when the main character goes, after the cheating scandal, she decides to go back to law, and uh her and another person are like interns, or like first years or whatever, and it's that guy who's the main character in this. So he was in that show for for a good while. I think he left and then they came back because like he got like fired, and you know so he was but anyways, it's him. um there's Emily Van Camp, aka Sharon Carter,
Okay.
from the MCU. Malcolm Jamal Warner, aka Theo Huxtable.
Theo, yeah.
Yeah, rest in peace. Didn't he pass away? I think he passed away.
Maybe.
I think that was recently, right? Yeah, 2025. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's great in this. Like he's like a very cocky, you know, I can do no wrong. My hands are, you know, my hands are the closest thing to God, type,
Sh- sure.
arrogant surgeon. Um, you know, but he definitely his character has a lot of like growth, and there's a lot of growth in some of these in some of these characters. That's pretty good. But yeah, there's a lot of people I don't recognize or that don't recognize or have never like seen in other things. There is what's his name? He was in I think was he in uh where is he at? Um, there's another character who's I've seen him in stuff, but yeah, there's a lot of like people at the first time seeing them in things. Um, and apparently Emily Van Camp has been in TV like a lot. Like she's mostly a TV star, which
Okay.
it's just stuff that I never watched. Like she was in a show, what was it? She was in Everwood way back in like
I don't think I know the show.
CW. It's like a doctor who like loses his wife and decides to move from like New York to like some town called like Everwood in the middle of nowhere and stuff like that. Apparently, Chris Pratt's in the show too, and he was in like I saw a TikTok about it. I watched like the first season of that too. Um, that was good. Then she was in what was the other show she was in? She was in I say a show called Scandal, maybe? No, Revenge. A show called Revenge for like 4 seasons on ABC, and then this show. So like she was like the lead or one of the leads in a show for quite and I don't know. First thing I ever saw her in was MCU, but she's good in
Okay.
this. She's the love interest for Conrad, who's the main character, and it's the typical like medical drama show, but the character, they deal with crazy situations, sometimes crazy situations, sometimes not. You know, uh, but and there's all the character. You're mostly, the medical stuff is only half of it. You're also like the personalities between all the characters and the interactions between them. The real world stuff
Sure.
outside of the medical, mumbo jumbo type stuff. And like I said, there's a lot of like character growth. Like first episode, there's a character who like, you know, seems kind of like not a good guy, kind of like he's a surgeon and he's having accidents, but he's covering them up and stuff like that, real scummy. And later on he between season as the result of character growth for seasons, he becomes like a character you root for, type of
Okay.
thing. Which I'm always here for, character growth for and characters bettering themselves, and you know whether it's influence from like the main character or whatever. Um, but yeah, it's pretty good. I've been enjoying it. I'm on second to last season. Um, I was dreading I was dreading watching it because like this was on like during COVID and it's a medical show. So I was I was dreading that, and of course there was that, but like they handled it pretty well, you know. They didn't it didn't linger, you know. It was just like a one done episode where they did a flashback to, you know, they basically it was like, "Oh, this you know, this is well after COVID, you know," and then they flash back to what happened during COVID and stuff like that. And so yeah, they definitely handled it. I think they handled it pretty well. Um, but yeah, I mean that's the thing. Going back and watching shows that were on during that time is always gonna have me like be worrisome. Like when it gets to like, oh, this season was in 2020, you know. Um,
Yeah.
which was kind of weird is like it was like an episode where is it, can I find that actual episode? There was an episode like that aired around March of 2020 that it uh, I think it revolved around like a virus,
Ooh.
which of course they like filmed way before, you know.
Right.
2020, let me see, October, November, February, March, uh, help staff. Yeah, it was like some. I think it was like some virus that happened there, you know, like, and it got covered up and stuff like that, and yeah, it happened. It was I forget which it's one of these episodes. Yeah, it's March 24th. I think, or between that and the other one, there's like a serious disease that, you know, is like they call it like, you know, they were like basically like if the hospital gets it, it could be the end of the hospital because it could spread that badly and all this and that. And I was like, ooh, that's not like I was remember watching it and noticing the date that the episode was on, you know, aired on, and I'm like, yeah, this was not the time to have this episode air on live TV because that was
Probably not.
right when COVID hit. Like, you know, March 17th, you know, like that
Mm-hmm.
was like right when, because I think that, yeah, that was around the time. I think that was around the time that like I knew shit was getting serious when like the NBA got shut down because of COVID. Like, when, you know, when you're shutting down sports
When
because of
they
something,
start
that's
canceling
when.
basketball, you know shit's going down.
Yeah, and it was an Oklahoma game too when it happened at too. It was one of the opposing players too was like being real irresponsible, and he was like touching all the mics and stuff for like post games and all this, and not really taking it seriously, and he was the reason why, you know, it spread. It's like, yeah, you know, I remember when people weren't taking things serious, you know, deadly
is is
diseases
is
serious.
he still in the league?
He, he's still in the league. Yeah. He's a
Wow.
yeah. It's yeah. I mean, it's $1 billion, you know, especially with all the gambling associated with sports now. Yeah, athletes are, you know, they have to do a lot to really be, you know, kicked out. And he was a good player too, so that helps. But yeah. But yeah, that I thought that was I was very weary for when they were going to address COVID, and then the episode that aired right when COVID actually came out happened to be about a deadly disease that was, I was just like, God, I'm shocked the show didn't get canceled, like, because of, like,
Uh-huh.
but yeah, it's a good show. I like it. I definitely, if anyone's, into those type of medical drama, it's not like super, super serious. There are lots of like, lighthearted, fun jokes and stuff like that. And, you know, um, I would definitely recommend checking out. There's, I think, is there 6 seasons? 6 seasons. Yeah. I think I'm on like 5. Um, yeah, somewhere in season 5. Uh, I actually have stopped. Yeah, they got the season 4 was the one after COVID that got cut down. Because they were like 20 something. Man, I miss long seasons. Like for TV.
Sure.
I'm tired of seasons being like 10 episodes, and then like there's like no time for like it's there's like it just feels like there's no time to see characters like develop, and like, and some of these shows with the like 10 episode seasons, they just feel rushed.
I get that.
And and because they're only like 10 episode seasons, we no longer get like, oh, this is the Halloween episode, this is the Christmas episode, this is the Thanksgiving episode.
This is the musical
Like,
episode.
that a lot less often than the others, but yeah.
But happen more often than you think.
Yeah, that's true. Um, but yeah,
Honestly,
I don't know.
I can only think of two: Buffy and Scrubs.
Um, uh, uh, there was a Supergirl Flash crossover. I think that was a musical
Oh right, yes, I remember
because
seeing
both of
clips.
them were on, both of them were on Glee. I think because they had singing like
Sure, sure, sure. Uh-huh.
backgrounds, so it makes sense to do that. But yeah,
Absolutely.
I've never seen I've seen clips of Glee, but I've never actually seen an episode. To be
I
honest,
don't want to.
yeah. Part of me is kind of like, you know, because I love like covers of like songs that they would do. Like I feel like I would like that, but also I don't want to watch teenage high school drama bullshit. Like I'm too old for that shit now. Like
Yeah.
maybe when it was airing and I was just out of high school, I would have enjoyed it more. But now I don't know. I don't want that. I don't want that in my life. You know.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's good. I I definitely recommend checking it out if you're looking for a good. If you don't mind, like there are some like kind of graphic scenes, like as far as the medical stuff goes, and for me, I have to look away because I do not handle that stuff well.
Okay.
Um, like there was one episode where they like there was a baby born with the heart out of the chest type thing, and
Mm-hmm.
and they had to fix
Sure.
that, and I was just like, no, no, oh, skip 10 seconds, type of thing. I can't watch that because I can't handle like that kind of stuff. Like if it's like a horror thing that I know is totally fake, I'm fine. Even though I don't watch horror movies much, but like if it's like actual real like medical like anatomy type stuff, that stuff makes me feel icky.
Okay, yeah.
I've always been that way. I don't know why. But what else you got?
What else I got? Something I've been playing a lot of lately is a new game. No, old game. Warframe.
Pretty old game. Yeah.
13 years old actually. Because
Yeah.
when I started playing it was its 13th anniversary. Just sheer coincidence.
Came around the same time as Destiny, right?
Uh,
I want to say.
2013.
Yeah, I think that. Destiny was 2014, so yeah, it was around this. I
Okay,
remember.
yeah,
I think I remember playing right before Destiny, Warframe.
yeah. Because
I played.
we played around 2014 is when we played.
Yeah, I've gone back to it from time to time.
Well, when we played it though, there wasn't a story beyond the tutorial of ugly dude snaps a thing on your Warframe and says you're mine now, and you have to do a bunch of quests to get it off, basically to teach you about how the game works. Well, there's now more than that. In fact, there's a lot more than that.
2014 on Xbox. So yeah, it was around the same time. Yeah, okay. It was 2013 on PC.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, September 2nd on 2014 on Xbox, and Destiny
September
was
9th.
September 9th. Yeah, so yeah, it was like I remember it being like the exact same time, and thinking, wow, these games are kind of similar. And then shortly after, you realize, oh well, there seems to be more content in Warframe, and they keep adding to it. And
Well, yeah, now, yes. There wasn't back then.
I mean, but they kept adding to it.
They
They did
kept
keep
adding
adding
to
to
it,
it.
and they've not stopped in 13 years.
Oh no, there's so much to it now. Yeah.
There's a bunch of shit and a bunch of mechanics and a lot of things. I'm like, I have no idea what's going on. And I've put 100 hours into this thing, and I still have no idea what's going on half the time. It's like, I killed the guy, and now he's back, and Earth is red. Every time I do an mission on Earth, he steals some of my shit. How do I get rid of him? I want to get rid of the guy. I don't know how.
I wonder how many hours I have in the game. I haven't played in a while because I had played it on Xbox, and this was before it had, cross progression and all that stuff was a thing. And,
Mm-hmm.
you know, so for a while, I was like, well, I don't want to restart on PC. I'll just wait until eventually and they have added
Yes,
all that
yes. Now,
cross.
now you can.
So,
So, and I did merge my Xbox account, but I did not keep my stuff. I had like 4 Warframes. So those are gone. Those are bye bye.
yeah, I have a lot more than that, and I have like a bunch of platinum, I think, and stuff like that. So I
Yeah.
definitely, when I found out you could, I definitely made sure to.
Um,
I remember I reached out to them, and they gave me like a shit ton of platinum for free. Like at the time,
that's cool.
the actual devs, yeah.
Like, and like now getting into like and like seeing stuff that the devs do. These devs, like, they are not like many other game devs, especially with live service games. They like playing their game.
Oh yeah.
Weird concept, I know, but they like playing their game.
Well, and they're big with their community, like,
They're huge. Like
HinoCon.
TennoCon, I
Yeah.
like. Not only it's a convention, but there's also TennoGen, which
Yeah, I
is
think
community made content that is sold in their on the marketplace, and the creator gets a cut every time there's that it's sold, like a new skin for Warframe, or like a new helmet style, new a new skin for a gun. Like the creator of that gets some of the cut. Like, and I found out
Yeah,
that
and
people make a living off of the shit that they have made for this game.
you know they have like content creators. They have where content creators can like get early access to stuff to like share with their communities, and
Sure.
they're big on that type of stuff. And I think like partner like Warframe partners or whatever, that something like that. And yeah, I remember. I think the early like the beta of like TennoCon was something at PAX East like a long time ago, because I remember seeing like they had a big like stage announcement for like whatever they were doing at PAX East one year, like
I think you're
10
right
years ago.
because
It was like,
recently, like in the game, there's like um basically a, I'm gonna call it a bulletin board kind of a thing, and like community stuff. Like, hey, PAX East, this was like this week, like a post about a PAX East meetup kind of a thing.
yeah.
Um,
Yeah, because I remember seeing like, yeah, they had a big stage announcement reveal type whatever stuff at a PAX East like 10, 11 years ago. Whenever one of the times I went, and I think that was before they actually did like TennoCon like proper, you know.
yeah,
But yeah, they've always been adding to it, and I've always respected them for that, you know.
like for
Uh,
instance, like last week, they just released their 64th Warframe.
And it's truly a free to play game. It's,
Truly, like
yeah,
even though like there's
yeah,
the paid currency platinum, you can trade platinum with other players.
yeah, and there's ways to earn certain warframes and parts and
All of
blueprints
them.
and stuff, right?
You
Yeah.
all of them. There's ways to earn all of them. Like
Okay.
I, I don't, apart from like colors, because they do lock colors behind a platinum wall. Which,
Yeah.
like I said, you can trade platinum. Like you can like what a lot of players do is you can get prime parts for like Warframe Prime and or weapon primes, and you can trade them to other players. Like there's a whole market. Um, so but yeah, there's a lot that has been added since I last played. Like I've seen stuff like dudes playing Guitar Hero. Okay, that's interesting. And I read somewhere that there's a dating sim part. It's like, what the fuck are you dating? Like, um, I in the story so far that I've played has been very good. Um, like I now know what a tenno is, because like, hey, the whole thing is you're called tenno. What is a tenno? Well, that wasn't in the game back then. You do know, I do now know what a tenno is, and what a warframe actually is, and how it was made. And why one tenno can control multiple warframes. Um, God, there's so much. Like couple years ago, I just unlocked a new type of mission that I can do. It's essentially a roguelike game now. There's a whole section. Hey, here's a little roguelike for you. That is also a good advertisement for a bunch of other for the warframes you don't have, because it allows you to play them for a little bit. And also, here's guns you don't have. You can play with those for a little bit now too.
Okay, my time is 8 days, 15 hours, and 55 minutes.
Holy shit!
I kept going back to it for a little bit. Yeah, I had people who played it. I had friends who. Yeah, I have 9 warframes, or according to the Xbox. Like,
I
you click on.
have 5.
Yeah,
I'm currently working on 2 right now.
my mastery rank is 6. I have no idea what that means.
Okay. I'm master rank 10. It's not your level but at the same time it is. Because there's stuff that is locked behind master rank. There's weapons, there's missions that are locked behind mastery ranks. In order to get, like, that's what you're, like, whenever you play as a different warframe and you level it up to max, play with a new gun, and level it up to max, you're getting a bunch of XP. That's all going towards your mastery rank. And once you have enough, you take a test, and it could be like,
Oh, I remember it. I remember the test. Yes, I do remember that.
Use your primary weapon to kill these 3 waves of enemies. Use your secondary. Use your melee.
I remember that. Yeah. As soon as you said the test.
Yeah. Here's one that's a bitch. Stealthily sneak through 3 rooms of enemies. Fuck, I'm not a sneaky player. That was a bitch.
Sentinel's the flight suit? Are those the flight suits?
Those are Arcwings.
Arcwings, okay. I have 3 Sentinel owned. I can't remember what that is.
Sentinels are like your little buddy that kind of floats next.
Okay.
Floats with you, yeah. That also shoots enemies. You could replace that with a puppy or a cat.
I have 1,010 gamer score. Out of 3,725. So at one point, I think I had 100%ed it. At one point.
Maybe.
Oh, maybe not. My last achievement unlocked was 2016. 10 years ago. Over 10 years ago. Wow.
I definitely know, like, and I'm looking at like Steam achievements. I've got like a ton that I've not got to unlock.
I knew I had way more than 100 hours. Like,
well, I have 100 hours on Steam.
Yeah.
And since I basically started over, that's when I'm not counting my Xbox time. I have unlocked 118 achievements out of 193.
Oh, huh. There's only 109 total on Xbox, or at least according to this, Although I did play on Xbox One, so maybe that stopped getting updated. Then it's the Series S and X that are now getting updated. I don't know. I don't know how Xbox
possible. I'm not sure.
I don't know. I don't know how Xboxes work now.
I don't either. Oh,
Yeah.
that's a
The whole reason why
that's an
I
achievement I can get real
never
quick.
whole reason why I never played it until I never played it was because like until recently they didn't have the linking the accounts. Like I feel like that's a thing that happened in the last like year or so. I want to say at least I saw it was possible in the last year.
It is, yeah. Oh, I just looking through achievements. Oh yeah, there's fucking Tony Hawk in the game. Not like the person, but like you can fucking skateboard and do tricks and shit. Like you can
Makes
play
sense.
fucking Tony Hawk.
The sliding's really good. I like the sliding.
Oh, the movement.
It has like it has like the best
Oh, the
sliding. Yeah.
movement is so good.
Cause when you slide down, like gravity or elevation and momentum picks up, and yeah, like you gain in faster instead of sliding down and just stopping. Even though you would be sliding down a hill, in other games you would just stop. Yeah, the movement is great. I love the movement in that game.
Yeah. Um, I don't know, have you played in any of the story?
Probably not.
Okay.
Last time I played this was 2016. I mean, I did open this up. I did open it up when I linked it on Steam, but I didn't really play much. I was just looking around, looking at the store, looking at the ship. Like, oh my god, there's so much more to the ship than when I first played it.
Oh yeah. Like, hey, there's three extra rooms now.
Yeah, like I think there was only
Although
one extra room when I last played. Like,
although until you do a couple story stuff, only one opens up. Like two of them are kind of locked behind story.
yeah, I did download this again. So
We
when
should, and
I
yeah,
saw you start when I saw you started playing it, I was like, maybe I'll download this.
I mentioned it last time we played D&D, but we should totally play because I would totally be down.
Yeah.
Fuck, there's like I'm trying to think of like all different things. There's a whole open world stuff on certain planets. Like there's straight up hub areas like on planets, like where you see a bunch of other warframes, like basically everybody else. That part, the secret part, is definitely Destiny. It's like, hey, there's a hub where all the quests are given, and you see other players, and then you go out into the open world, and nobody else is there.
Maybe I played more of this than I thought. I have 9 hours on Steam, apparently. I didn't think I had an hour, but maybe I did play some of it. Yeah, I'd definitely be down. I need to play more stuff. The only thing I've been playing is I've just been playing Slay the Spire 2. And not as much as I would like, you know.
Yeah, I literally had just clicked on your profile. Only 5 hours.
I swear I've played more than that. I feel like I've been playing it on my Legion Go handheld. Um, they had some weird like I don't know if it would affect Steam, but they had some weird like game changes that they had to reverse because people were like, "No, this is not good. We don't like that." Like so, they're really listening to the community, and which is good. And their plan they came out and they said we're gonna we're gonna release more game modes and levels and stuff like that and characters, and there's already twice as many characters as there was with Slay the Spire originally, the first one. So that's nice. But yeah, I haven't really been playing too much. So I'd be down for Warframe. That and I want to I remembered that like it was I think it was during the autumn Steam sale or summer Steam sale or whatever. I gifted Steven Left 4 Dead 2 because during this past Steam sale, I was trying to gift it to him. I was trying to gift it to him because it was $2, and I couldn't because it said and then I dug deep into our Discord and I found out, oh, I already gifted it to him. Okay, that's why he already owns it. Because I did that because I wanted us to run him through like some of the mod maps and stuff like
Sure,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, because him and I played Left 4 Dead like a lot back in the day. Like on 360.
Uh-huh.
But like, there's so many cool like I want to see how updated that Helm's Deep one is now. Because it was like kind
Oh,
of it was kind of incomplete when we played it.
yeah. And I remember we couldn't get past like the second round. Like
Yeah,
when you actually go into Helm's Deep.
yeah. I'd like to try that. That'd be fun. And just some of the other ones like there's really cool. I remember one of the ones we played was a really cool Crash Bandicoot themed level,
Oh yeah.
and then there's the Mario and of course the Minecraft
The my
one,
the
and
my the Minecraft.
yeah, there's like so many cool and probably so many more stuff. Now since the last time we played it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I gifted that to him like I said, like either summer last year or autumn, sometime around one of those two sales, and just totally forgot. Never got around to. And then I tried to gift it to him again this time. And it's like, oh, he already owns this. I wonder how he. Oh, because I gifted it to him. Okay, but yeah. So definitely want to do some. Definitely want to get back into gaming. I've been in a kind of a funk lately. God, yeah. But yeah, it's impressive that like the way they've kept Warframe going, and they haven't done like Warframe 2, like or anything like
They don't
that.
need to. Cuz like the
Yeah.
game looks great. It totally 100% holds up. It looks great. Um yeah, like they I heard a story for that from that they did back that happened back in the day, that like they had something on the market, for real money, and too many people were buying it, so they took it off the market and made it so you can buy it with in-game credits.
Oh, that's cool.
What fucking other company would do that? Oh no, you're giving us too much money. Stop that.
Yeah. Oh, I just remembered yeah, they have like clans, and you can tap
I
you
am
can
I am
buy
part of a clan.
yeah, you can buy I forget what they're called, but I guess bases or what are they
Dojos.
called? Dojos, yeah.
Yeah, because
Dojos. And I remember
it's space ninjas, so everything is
yeah.
slightly Japanese themed.
I remember that. I remember that stuff being introduced last time I played for seriously, and you know can't imagine all the stuff they have now. Yeah.
Like I said, I'm part of a clan, and on the Discord, like a couple 2 weeks ago, like showed the owner showed um the new clan emblem, and the next major update it'll be implemented into the game. Like, that's cool.
Yeah, they're real big on community stuff, yeah, which is great. Like, that's the way that's the way to keep your game going for this long, is to make sure your community is happy and support feels like they're supported,
Wild,
and
wild.
constantly adding content, like
But
that's
like
free.
not only that, but like they do weekly streams where like they and like the weekly ones from what I've heard are like, they're like 5 to 10 minutes long, where they might answer some questions from the week, or like clarify
Weekly update.
an update
Yeah.
or something like that, a hotfix. And but like they also do a monthly one where it's much bigger. It's a much bigger show, where like they might show off something they're working on, or you know they might fool around. Like, hey, we're gonna play Warframedle, which is Wordle but with Warframes that a community member made. We're gonna have fun playing this. Like, what? Like a lot of companies started doing that and then stopped. Like I remember, this was way before I started playing. Fortnite used to do that. They just like, their community manager would do like live streams and updates, talk about the game, and then they stopped.
Bungie very rarely did stuff like that, but they did do stuff like that. It's just
And more, and
they're
it's more than just a post on their game on the forums. It's more than that,
yeah,
which is what
yeah,
most companies do. They'll do
yeah,
either a tweet or just a post to the forum, and the tweet is a link to the post, and that's it. That's all they do.
yeah. Problem with Bungie was the adding new content was so infrequent that there wasn't
Because
much
they
they
made it
could
hard on
support.
themselves. That's
Yeah,
because they shot themselves in the foot on how they developed that game.
well, they made exclusive deals with Activision, and then they sold themselves to Sony, and like they made so many mistakes, and now I don't know. Last thing I saw about them was like that Sony just keeps like repurposing Bungie into other parts of them.
Bungie's gonna shut down. Like they're
Yeah,
they're
that's what
gonna
I'm
shut
saying.
down.
Yeah. So yeah, it's a shame when you look at like the original first like 3 Halos and ODST and Reach and how great they were.
Yeah, but it's not the same Bungie though. Like
Yeah,
nobody
I know.
is
Yeah,
there from that time. I mean, Blizzard is the same way. Like back in the day,
the
when World of
fall of an
Warcraft
empire.
first came out, and nobody is left from that time, and it's declining.
Yeah.
So yeah, Warframe, great game. That's super super fun
And completely free.
and completely free.
Yeah. Um, you got anything else? That's pretty
I got
much it for me.
eh. I started watching One Piece again. The the season 2 of live action came out, and I watched like the first 2 episodes of that, and it made me want to go back and pick up the anime again. So I did that instead of
I watched the
watching.
first 3 of the live action. Yeah.
Okay.
On purpose, because I didn't want to just like power through it all. I wanted to like,
Uh-huh.
save it to go back to, whenever I was like truly bored or didn't have it, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, and the live action was good, but it was more like, I've seen this stuff already. I know what happens. I want to go back to stuff, watch the stuff I don't know what's going to happen. And I am now on episode 700 and 86. I'm at the beginning of the Whole Cake Island arc, which is, I've got 2 more arcs to go until I'm current.
That doesn't
But
sound like a lot, but that's like
still
almost 400 episodes, like 300 something.
400 episodes. Yeah, almost 400 episodes.
Yeah.
Because Wano is insanely long, which is the next arc after.
Yeah.
Yeah, Wano, which is just after this, is 208 episodes.
Yeah. I still can't believe they're remaking it. Like,
And a whole new studio is going to remake it.
they're gonna remake it before it's even completed. Like,
But
apparently, I don't know if it's true or not. I've seen videos of like how long each arcs are gonna be, and then and they're like, I guess they're shortening them down.
yes, they're
Yeah.
shortening them down.
And some of them are like really short compared to the original.
Yeah, yeah, they're taking pretty much what fans did with One Piece and making that official, only with updated art.
Or I guess I don't. I never watched Kai. That was what they did with Kai, right?
Yeah, so
They like shortened it, and yeah,
they shortened it. They redid like they put like redid the lines, so like it wasn't like they took old footage and old lines. Nope.
I don't know. I've seen some of Kai stuff, and I just I'm a purist.
It's the
I'm a
same damn
purist when
show.
it comes to Dragon Ball Z. Yeah,
It's the same damn show.
I like the original. Like, and some
God
of the
damn
like
it!
voice
I want to
lines.
see Goku and Piccolo learn to drive.
Exactly. Come on now. It was so good. I love that episode. Or did they just skip Garlic Jr.? Or am I remembering that wrong?
I honestly don't know. It's possible because that was such a short. That was like 5 episodes. Like it wasn't even that long.
But it was good. I remember I was watching the Garlic Jr. saga during the turn of the new year or the millennia. Because
To
they
be
had a
honest,
Dragon Ball Z marathon on Toonami.
the Garlic Jr. saga is something that I forgot about completely until you just brought it up. It is entirely forgettable.
Yeah. Like I said, I mostly remember it because like I was doing that during the new year for 2000 because there was a Toonami Dragon Ball Z marathon on at the time, and that was what was playing during that time. So, turn of the millennia, if you're old enough, you should remember what you were doing, right?
Yeah.
Do you remember what you were doing?
No.
Really? Well, I was watching Dragon Ball Z.
I can't tell you what I was doing for New Year's this year.
Uh, yeah, I don't remember. That one definitely I don't remember. I just wasn't nothing. I mean, part of that is like nothing's exciting when you're old now, when you're older. More
Yeah,
things are exciting when you're younger, you know.
yeah. Also, I'm not near my family anymore, so I'm not, and I really don't have anybody around here that beyond that go beyond a hi in the store.
Yeah, I get you. Yeah, wow. Seven over 700 episodes though of One Piece. That's yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
but
on
I've
like
also I've also
95.
taken I've also taken breaks like that lasted a long time.
Yeah, I'm on like 95. I think.
95. That's
Mhm.
still in Alabasta.
All right. One Piece.
Yeah, the live action passes where you were from where I understand where the live action ends.
Oh, from well, I thought the chopper, and I thought that was like the end
No,
of the live action.
no.
I thought I heard. Oh, maybe I'm wrong. I thought that's what the
I
what
I
those.
said I've not watched it, but from what I understand, it stops just before they get to Alabasta, I believe.
Because episode 7, the last one was the uh, Doctor Kura. I don't know how to say that. Recount
Kureha.
recounts Chopper's past, his meeting with
Okay.
Dr. Hurlick, and and then the next so
Wait, did they do Mister Three out of order?
they did some stuff out of order. Yeah, there were in the pacing has been people have complained about that. I think, yeah, I did get through the
Oh
Chopper
no,
stuff, so
no. Okay, here.
I mean, I know
Okay,
I know that.
Mister Three comes back later. Okay, that's what.
Yeah, so I think I left off right where like season 2 is ending. Yeah,
Yeah,
because I do remember the Chopper stuff. I did get through that where he joins and all that. Yeah. Yeah, I need to catch up. I need to watch more, but yeah, it's just part of it's so overwhelming. There's so many episodes. Like,
I just enjoy the ride. I don't look like, oh my god, I got this many to go. Nope. I'm like, okay, their next episode. Just keep going. There's always another episode to go. You don't have to stop.
yeah. And also, I'm glad we don't have to deal with the 4 kids dub because I've seen stuff on that and that seems rough.
From what I remember, yeah,
I've seen TikToks of people like comparing it and showing clips of the 4 kids dub and like Usopp I think is like way different and way worse.
yeah. From what I remember, like Sanji's voice actor is oh
Yeah.
my
Yeah, his is bad. I remember that hearing. I remember seeing about that. Yeah,
Like Sanji's is bad.
it's not the voice actor of Trunks, because that's who saw that, right? It's the same voice actor who voices Trunks, I think.
I don't know.
I think it is. Sounds. It sounds like it. If I remember correctly.
Are you talking about the current one? Then yes.
Yeah. Not the 4Kids dub. Yeah, the one I've watched. Yeah.
Also did Shigaraki on My Hero. The
Yeah.
hand guy.
Yeah.
And Leo from Fairy Tail.
And Usopp is Krillin.
Usopp is
Voice
just straight
actor.
Krillin.
Yeah. It's a little different.
there's
There's it's goofier. There's some the tone is
yeah,
slightly different. Yeah.
the tone is different, but that's just straight up
But
just Krillin's voice.
you can tell it's the same actor. Yeah,
That's
for
just
sure.
Krillin's voice.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah, just
I
yeah.
the problem that I get, and this what happened with the last arc. Like at the beginning of arcs, I'm like, I get bored. You say like at the beginning of the arcs, but by the end, when the huge battles are going on, that's like okay,
Yeah.
I'm in. But at the beginning of arc, I'm like, okay, it's some filler, a little bit of filler, some setup to get to the
From what
shit, and that I'm
from what I've
okay.
seen, yeah, there's a lot of filler in One Piece from reports I've seen of
Not
yeah.
actually not that much.
I remember seeing like there was a lot. Oh,
Um, Approximately 90 to 100 episodes are filler. That is 10%.
a lot. I feel like
10%.
for a 20-year anime, 10% of it is like yeah, I don't know. It just yeah. And also, I guess it depends on like how it's placed, how the filler stuff is placed. You know.
Usually it's between arcs.
Yeah,
There there is some
I
filler
definitely see it.
episodes during Innie's lobby, which is much later from where you are, that actually pissed me off because
Oh
it was
wow.
straight in the middle of like important stuff. It's like, we're gonna go get the bad guy, run up the stairs. Next episode, backstory, or we're gonna do like 5 recap episodes in a row. It's like, I'm skipping them. I'm skipping them. I'm not.
I totally get that. Yeah. When about what episode is the does the quality bump up like a significant amount?
Like get to like HD. It's definitely after Alabasta because that's still in SD territory.
Yeah. I think that's another reason why it's kind of tough for me to get through, you know. Like
Looks like Skypiea Maybe not. Let's see. Windows.
I try not to be like a snob when it comes to like stuff like that, but like SD
So
is rough. Like,
episode 207.
okay, so I just have to double what I've watched already. And then a
Yeah.
little more.
And like from the stuff I've seen of the new of like um of like the current kind of stuff, holy shit, does the quality get amazing.
I would hope so. With it's been around for over 20 years, and the fandom and all. I would hope there'd be more budget towards making them better. You know.
Um,
Yeah, I guess so. I'll try to watch at least a few episodes here, a few episodes there, type of thing. Whittle my way through it.
yeah, I mean that's
Also, another thing that's kind of a little overwhelming is the fact that some of these arcs are like so freaking long. You know,
some of them.
like I don't want to like stop in the middle of like an arc or whatever, and come
I've
back and be like,
I've
what
definitely done
happened?
I've
Like,
definitely not
yeah,
done that.
that's that's another thing that I feel like another excuse that I'm going to use. Not necessarily a reason, just another excuse for not watching more of it.
Yeah, no, I get it.
So, but yeah, you said that one arc you're about to start, or you start with like 200 episodes? Oh,
No, I'm currently on the arc
oh,
before that one, and
oh, okay.
I'm kind of at the beginning of it. Because I'm on Whole Cake Island, which is Big Mom, and that in itself is 111.
Did you see the? I don't know if it was real or not. I saw this was like when when the live action was season 2 was releasing. Apparently, the creator of One Piece like wrote what it was and threw it in like it
And
went
threw it
in
in the
the
ocean.
ocean
Yeah,
or
no, he totally did
and
that.
people were like people were like trying to detective it and figure out where he threw it in the ocean, and there were people like who were narrowing it down actually
They
apparently. And
narrowed that fucker down in less than 24 hours.
yeah, I remember seeing that, and then I saw up to that, and then it was like nothing, radio silence. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
I guess
It's kind of been
they
that.
gave up, or yeah.
I don't know, but from like um but yeah, it was like it was like, okay, the sun is setting in at this angle, and there's I can see in the distance that tiny little island right there. Okay, so that means they're in this area right here, and then there's a rock. I know where that rock is. What the fuck?
Well, it's like the have you seen the TikTok, the dude who like he'll what's it called?
Guess
He
some get you there's one that'll completely like guess somebody's height
well no,
based
someone
on
will say, "Oh
or
yeah, I'm 6'2", and he's like, "Well, I'm going to make sure I'm going to determine I'm going
yeah,
to call you out. You're not 6'2",
yes,
and then he like takes the measurements of, "Oh, this Costco chair is this high and blah
yes.
blah blah," and triangulate with it, and yeah, like it reminds me of that kind of stuff. Yeah. People are crazy. Like, yeah. The fact that there are smart people that are using their smart, like, brains towards something like that, something as dumb as that, versus like curing cancer. That's what's wrong with our world. No.
Agreed.
Proving someone's not 6 foot when, like, uh, but yeah, crazy. But yeah, that's that, man. I don't get anything else, just nothing worth talking about, and we've been going on for a while, an extra long episode. Because it's been a while since we recorded, so.
Yeah.
Be sure to, or you got, that was your last thing, right?
That was my last thing.
Gotcha. Okay. Be sure to follow us, follow Stuart on Twitch, twitch.tv/casual terror. Hey,
Perfect.
perfect, perfect.
Perfect.
Wow, that's great.
It was going to
Follow
happen
him
one of these days. It was going to happen one of these
yeah.
days.
Follow him so you can watch us record this live, so you can see, us never have that happen again, to where the transition happens right when I said casual terror, on Twitch. You can see that never happen again, because but also follow us on social media. Stuart is Casual Terror on Blue Sky. I'm Will Play Games on there. I need to check more often, but I still check Twitter. I'm twitter.com, or yes, is it X? Twitter.com still works, right?
It'll still
I think.
redirect. Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm at Will Play Games _ on Twitter. I still check Twitter because, like, a lot of stuff like NBA still is all about Twitter.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Stuff like that, so, if you want to reach out, or I don't really post much. I always mean to post and do stuff, like, do more things and whatnot, but I don't know. I just always forget.
Yeah.
I'm getting way more forgetful, and I don't like it, as I'm, in our older age. Like,
as we near the age of 40.
uh, yeah, getting there. But yeah, but be sure to follow, for the most importantly, is to follow Stuart on Twitch, because you can watch our live show or live recordings of the show. You can watch him stream whatever game he streams whenever he does stream stuff, as well as
Lately, it's
our
been
D&D.
Warframe.
Yeah, as well as our D&D playthrough whenever we have them.
Yeah. We'll have one this weekend.
Maybe not. Thanks
Oh,
to
no.
Mario.
Oh.
Yeah. Thanks
That would
to
make
Mario.
sense.
We might not, because he might have to work.
Yeah.
Right now he's scheduled to work, but he told me he might talk to them or something, since it's Easter. I don't know.
It's Sunday, damn it. Religious holiday. It's D&D day.
I'm waiting to hear back from him on that. I sent him a message asking him, so he'll probably shoot me back when he gets off work today. But yeah, all this week he's been busy because the Mario movie.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Little kids, sticky everything.
Yeah.
He's been hating it.
That's why I don't have a public facing job.
Yeah. Anyways, with that, we will catch you next time.
And remember, no animals or heart can this podcast. I will say the last couple Warframe streams I've done, I've actually had people watching.
Oh, that's cool.
And not only Twitch too, but YouTube. Like I had a dude
Oh
stick with me
wow,
for the entire 5-hour stream that I did a certain story thing, and he was helping me through.
that's crazy.
And
That's cool.
he kept screaming at me to heal because I kept forgetting that. Oh, I've got a heal button. He's like, heal. It's like, am I making you nervous? Yes.
That's funny. Uh, what free stuff is on Epic? What's the free stuff for Epic this week? I haven't looked.
Oh, I have no idea. Probably it's
I'm
never something you've ever heard about. Oh, I haven't updated Epic on this computer in a
yeah,
while.
I don't know any of this stuff. I don't. Never heard of these two games. What? There's a head sticking out of a pot? What? What even is this? 25th
What?
anniversary? Never even heard of this game.
What game?
Humok, Save the Earth Regeneration? 25th anniversary? What?
Looks like a Japanese game.
There's like people growing out of potted plants in some of the images. What?
In all of the images.
Well, there's I don't know if maybe yeah, I guess that one probably is a potted plant, but there's just a book covering her. Yeah.
But also you see around the neck.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. 25th anniversary. What?
Some of them are cartoon looking people, some of them are real looking people. The fuck is this?
I mean, it's free, so I'm gonna add it to my library. But
Casual retro simulation. The hell?
you're correct. It's a Japanese ass game. Like
Korean. I take that because the spoken
Oh, it's
language is
Korean.
Korean.
Ah.
I don't know. I was kind of expecting some like RPG maker thing because all of those games look fucking alike.
Oh, did they have games like that 25 years ago though? Like
When
RPG
did it?
Maker?
When did RPG
Because
Maker come out?
I don't know.
It came out 20 years ago.
Keep forgetting. I keep forgetting 25 years ago was only 2001. Like my brain doesn't want to just it feels like 25 years ago was like much longer than that, you know? Like
Oh wait, RPG Maker 1, November 27th, 1997. So yeah.
oh, I
R-
did not know about that then.
RPG Maker was indeed released.
I had never heard of it that until way later then. Yeah.
Yeah, until like probably it came on Steam. in like 2011.
Yeah.
Looks like, according to this.
Now, when it first came out, was it like Japan release and not US?
North America was October 2nd, 2000.
Okay. I still never heard of it. Yeah. But back then, back in like 2000, there was like so many games were just coming out like left and right. There was just so many games coming out for like the PlayStation 2 and PlayStation and N64. Like, because like that was back when like everything had a tie-in game, you know, like
Yeah,
on top of regular just game releases and stuff.
I'm wondering if games look the same as they do now from RPG Maker. That's definitely an old art style.
Maybe for the first time I heard RPG Maker was when it came to like mobile, maybe. I feel like it was one of the first like big games on like Android back in the day, you know?
Maybe.
I don't know. I don't think I ever played RPG Maker, to be honest.
No, and it's not something you really play.
Oh, did you see the latest Spider-Man trailer?
Yes,
Interesting stuff.
I take it back. I don't know if it's the latest one, but I have seen a trailer.
Well, it's the one where the it looks like he may do like he may become a man spider.
Oh yeah, I did.
Yeah. And like the other and might that other storyline could be a thing, maybe. A lot of speculation on who Keith David is going to be. He was the voice at the end, talking about like spiders evolving and rebirth. And
Mm.
I've seen some people like, oh, is he going to be Ezekiel? Oh, is he going to be
I thought they
Kurt
cast.
Connors?
I thought they already
No,
cast Ezekiel.
Ezekiel was in the Madam Web movie. That
Uh,
might be what you're thinking. Yeah. Where he was a bad guy or something, I think. Where he was basically not Ezekiel. Like I'm just gonna throw this weird, like, out there prediction. Keith David is gonna be Miles Warner, the Jackal, and Sadie Sink's character is gonna be the ultimate Peter Parker clone. who was the female clone of him.
I remember that.
Since it's based in the Ultimate Universe, the MCU, no,
Technically,
that's gonna be my wild guess. Um, it's probably not gonna happen, but if it does, hey, I guessed it. So that'd be weird if they did that though. Like a female clone of Peter Parker, like in the I don't know how the mainstream MCU audience would handle something like that,
oh, flip the fuck out.
right?
Spider-Man's gone woke.
Yeah. And there are people like the wide shot where it's him versus like all those hand members.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, oh, is this like the scene in in No Way Home where they cropped out the other two Spider-Men? Is there going to be like Daredevil in this? There's room if you no.
I mean, just from that shot. I mean, I've got a pause on my screen right now. That shot,
Oh,
yeah. Other people can fit on that.
yeah.
Other people can definitely be there.
Where's the Brazil like leak or the poor Brazil edit version? Where you see a character get kicked by nothing. I still can't believe that happened. Like,
I've got it. Keith David is Mr. Webb.
who is Mr. Webb?
Instead of Madam Webb, we get Mr. Webb.
Oh, I don't like that at all. How about we just not do Madam Web? Like, since you tried and failed.
Instead of Sony. Julia Carpenter, we get James Carpenter.
Julio Carpenter. No. I think I don't know if they would. I could see him being a good Dr. Connors. Keith David.
Possibly.
But I don't know if they want to do the lizard. Like,
I know what's cropped out of that image. His extra set of arms.
Oh yeah, that I think so. Yeah, I think for sure that. Yeah.
I think his extra arms are cropped out.
But is there other stuff? Yeah, I forgot about that part. Yeah, I have seen people say that, and if you look, it kind
with the way that his arms are, I can definitely see another set being right there underneath them.
Yeah, it was one of the comic book YouTubers I follow. They were like, yeah, these makers, they don't read the comics. They're like, well, I'm not gonna read comics, but I'll watch this 20-minute cartoon episode. Because if you think about it, they do take a lot from the '90s animated series in these Spider-Man movies. They have, yeah. That's why I think like the Man Spider and all that stuff, yeah. And we got Punisher and
who was Punisher chasing in that episode? I forget.
Well, Punisher was after was he was what didn't he
was he after
after Spider-Man? Yeah.
Okay. I'm probably thinking of I'm probably mixing him with Blade, and because I know Blade was after
Blade was
Morbius.
In it too. Yeah. There was a lot in that, You had Iron Man, he made an appearance. Doctor Strange.
And it was old Iron Man too. Like it wasn't like the good Iron Man we got now. It was old
Oh
Iron
yeah, it
Man.
was. Iron Man is Tony Stark's bodyguard.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Um.
It was just a
Yeah.
step above bucket on the head. Iron Man.
Yeah. That cartoon was like the first real like multiverse we got from Marvel.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
And it did cross over with X-Men
it did. Yeah.
during during the spider stuff too.
Yeah. He goes to them because he's mutating. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
They're like, oh, we can't help you because we're not your mutation's not well. I'm not a mutant though. He's not a mutant. You know, he's totally different than them. He wasn't born that way. Like,
Right.
but yeah.
Oh, here's that guy who watches trailers and movies at a quarter speed and picks things apart. I'll watch that later.
Oh yeah. Yeah. There's a bunch of those out there. Yeah. Um. I don't know. Like, I don't know who Keith David's gonna be. Like, hopefully he's someone good though.
Uatu?
You know, if they ever did a Watu live action, they would just do what's his name?
White. I can't think of his first name. His last name's White.
Uh, Commissioner Gordon.
Yeah. Jeffrey Wright. Not White,
Jeffrey
Wright.
Wright. Yeah. Yeah, I would think they would get him because why would you get a named actor, a big actual real actor to, big time actor to voice if you're not don't have any plans for live
The
action.
Beyonder.
Yeah. Oh God. The Beyonder is a mess. Like,
The Beyonder.
that's a character that's been retconned so many times. And then it's like, oh no, actually, there's a race of Beyonders. What? That was right before Battle World Secret Invasion. Like, the Beyonders were attacking or something like that. Like during the incursions and all that.
Yeah. I never did finish that.
I've been meaning to go back to it. Yeah. Since that stuff's coming back up, in the movies. Get refreshed on that stuff, but
I'm gonna go get some meat. I'm hungry.
I hear that.
And
I will
I don't have
talk to
food, so I've
you.
got to go out to eat. I got to go out and pick it
Oh,
up.
gotcha. Alrighty. Talk to you later.
See ya. And thank anybody for watching. I will probably be streaming some Warframe tomorrow. That's my plan at the moment. So yeah, tune in. See you next time.